Good morning, Sergey. Good morning. Sergey, we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to try something with you later today. I'm gonna later today I'm gonna send you my sign in and password for my YouTube channel if you're willing. And then you'll see if you can log on and act like you're me for the day. Like logging on and starting a show instead of doing it over the camera on my phone. What do you think? If I sent you my channel and my password, and then we can see if you're able to go live. This backup co-host kind of guy. Herbie says it's a bad idea, okay? Talk to me, Herbie. Talk to me. Good morning, Carrie, and Mellow, and Nerdy. Good morning. Okay, well that's why I decided Derek Anderson would be appropriate. So not too much goes wrong with his honesty, etc. Okay. Just floating an idea. Good morning, Milo. Taco Thursday. Okay. That sounds good. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Take a few minutes to say good morning, Friday the Hinky Hinkleton. Okay, we'll not do it then. We'll not do it. It was floating an idea. Thank you guys for your reply. Honest replies. Appreciate it. I asked this morning for a specific reason. Let me turn this situation around. This morning you can see Pops is ready to go out. We'll only be able to be here today till 9:30. 9:30 today. I had a friend, they really weren't even here to visit me, but they were in town in Detroit. And they tried to fly out yesterday to get out of, go home back to Southern California. And their flight was canceled. As many flights are being canceled right now. And they were able to get, so I had them spend the night here. And they're able to get a flight out where I have to leave here at 9:30. To get them over to the airport on time. Okay, so 9:30 is going to be my bailout time today, short show, which is why I was asking, like, you know, if somebody else had control of the channel for a trustworthy control, they could do things when I'm not here, but that's okay. So yeah, the earliest flight that they could get this morning, and again, it's fingers crossed, because who knows if that flight's gonna go out or not. You know what I mean? Flights are a little crazy right now, but the good news is, good news, bad news is, yeah, Nerdy, that was my thought. I went direct, Derek was my direct go-to. He was my, you would be too, but you work. You're, I mean, not that Derek doesn't, but you have to leave at about 9:30. Lots of people would be a good choice, but Fear factor, fear factor. Okay. Excuse me. So, 9:30 today, Pops heads towards the airport. That is one drive I don't like doing. It's okay though. It looks like the government shutdown, quote unquote, is over. Huh? Looks like the government shutdown situation is over. But boy, did they spin their wheels for nothing. Created all this havoc. And they still couldn't get the subsidization of the ACA continued. Have a friend, it's a true story. I'm not talking politics, but it's just a personal thing. Their health premium was $450 a month. They just got their new notice. It's going to be $1,928 now, without the subsidization. $1,928 from $450, which is a huge bill. $1,928. Yep. And they're, she's saying, I can't do it. There's no way. I could kill every subscription, every single thing I do, and the money is not there. Yeah. So she's going to go, no health care. The only thing that I can say is thank goodness for the Veterans Administration Hospital. Thank goodness I'm a vet. Thank goodness. So they hooked you up for, you paid your dues a long time ago. Thank goodness. God. Right, Paige? $450 to $1,928. That's the first person I've heard of personally, their actual real numbers. So that's a bummer. Try to help out where we can, but I can't help that. I can get people to the airport though. You can spend the night here and I can get you to the airport in the morning. Don't spend money on a hotel or an Uber. Keep that money. Pay an insurance bill. Craziness. So if you're joining a little bit late, I have to cut out at 9:30 today because I'm doing a airport run today. And I left you with two I don't know about that, Jesus Christ. In Vegas, that's true. They're working on the VA benefits aren't quite what they were, but a very my VA hospital here in Detroit is fantastic. I've visited there twice in 5 years, and everyone there is just, it wasn't anything like Born on the 4th of July hospitals. Okay? So, I left you with two cliffhangers yesterday. Let me try to clear one up. We had left right in the middle of talking about hate. I'm going to go ahead and finish up that portion of what we were talking about today. I did get some positive feedback from a few people yesterday saying, Pops, that's actually a really good subject. We have to unlearn how to hate. Calico Kid, you're right. VA has absolutely improved. 100%. Back when I first was going to the VA hospital, when I first got out, just like they just didn't have the money, they didn't have the budget, they didn't have the facilities. But we want to unlearn how to hate because we've been taught how to hate all our life. Babies don't hate. When a little baby comes out and it's doing its little gaga goo goo, there isn't a single I hate you in the goo. It isn't gaga hate you. It's gaga pick me up. It's gaga teach me stuff. It's gaga I'm everything that you guys are doing out there is registering in my little brain and I'm learning. So we teach them how to hate. We teach them how to be in separate groups. We teach them that our religion's right and another religion is wrong. We teach them Democrats are better than Republicans and Republicans are so much smarter than Democrats. We teach them to hate the neighbors. We teach them to put fences up. We teach them to actually have fences. Can you imagine if the only reason we had fences was just to make sure we corral our animals, but had nothing to do with a fence makes the best neighbor? Growing up, this is a true story. Growing up, thank you, Joshua, all is well. Except we have to bail at 9:30. Growing up, my dad was the least sociable person on the planet. Fences make the best neighbor. He would no more talk to the next door neighbor on either side or behind us than the man in the moon. Probably never had 5 sentences with these people in 24 years of living there. Well, that was my model. My mom was the opposite. My mom knew all their kids' birthdays. We're taught a lot of stuff, and we don't even know we're learning it. We, the adults in the room now, don't know how much we're teaching. What's really fascinating about hate, is that right, KSF, Bubstar? That's very honest of you. What's fascinating is that hate is actually fueled by our need for connection. You usually don't hate in a bubble. You usually find a community of like-minded haters, and you all sit around and you grow your hate together. But you're connected. It's fueled by your connection. Birds of a feather flock together. That's what nature tells me. That's a real story. If I don't want to be a hater, then I shouldn't be hanging around a group filled with haters. I shouldn't pick a group that has those biases. I call this the common enemy intimacy. I may not know anything about you, but we hate the same people, and that creates a counterfeit bond and a sense of belonging. I say counterfeit because the bond and belonging are not real. They hinge on my agreeing with you and not challenging the ideas that connect us. That's not true belonging. Sternberg found that hate moves from a place to a place on a current, and it needs this current to grow and travel. He explains that those currents are provided by cynical leaders who capitalize on people's insecurities to bolster their power. We don't have to look very far back in history to see this. It's happening all over Europe, starting World War I's and World War II's. It's trickled itself real nicely into the Middle East. And I guess America's getting its portion now. Cynical leaders who capitalize on people's insecurities to bolster their power. He writes, when instigators seek to gain traction for their leadership by spreading hate, they often attract observers who do nothing, or who, over time, move from becoming observers to becoming participants, to becoming active participants. You just go along with the crowd. Sternberg also states that the more leaders whip up powerful stories, even ones of hate, the more people that will follow them. Is that sad, or wait a minute? People are more prone to follow a hateful leader than a loving leader. We know from research that hate crime victims generally have done nothing specific. They're being terrorized for who they are, not for what they've done. For me, this immediately brings to mind all of the innocent trans people, particularly black women, who have been targeted, beaten, and killed, not because of anything they've done, but because of who they are. Most of us don't even know any of the people that we hate. But I hate that group. Not because I know you, just because of who you are. In an interview with the Daily Beast, the activist and actress Laverne Cox talks about the documentary Disclosure, which addresses the dehumanization of trans people. She explains, this is what our film tries to grapple with, this paradox of visibility. That we're potentially more targeted because we're more visible. And so then the need for justice, the need for real justice and understanding, and hearts and minds to be changed so that the existence of the trans people doesn't cause someone to react in that way, in such a way that the trans people even lose their lives. Now, I'm just hitting on that because it's what's in this particular chapter. You can fill that in with a lot of different types. We fill them in. The black, Jewish, Muslim, Mexican, Venezuelan. And then we immediately, because our leaders have taught us, we immediately say, oh yeah, they're insane, or they're from mental institutions, or they're criminals. I mean, how big was their mental institution if all of those people lived in a mental institution before they came here? Thank you, Mike. How big could the mental institutions possibly have been? They have bigger mental institutions than the whole United States put together. The research that I found the most devastating explains that the goal of hate is not merely to hurt, but to ultimately eliminate or destroy the target, either mentally, by humiliation, and by treasuring feelings of revenge, or to eliminate them socially, exclude them, ignore them, or we'll even eliminate them physically, killing them, torturing them, bullying. This may be accompanied by the goal, let the wrongdoer suffer. Let the wrongdoer suffer. Let the poor suffer. Let the people whose cash, food stamp, let them, that has run out, let them suffer. After all, what a loser. That's so prevalent right now. Heard it from a friend of mine. Why are you helping those people? They should be able to help themselves. This person's been trying to help himself for a year and hasn't gotten the break that you got. You're no smarter. You're no more handsome. You just have a break that guy didn't get yet. Well, he should suffer. Oh, he's suffering all right. They're starving. If this isn't enough to make me return to the day when I had toddlers and I banned the word hate from my vocabulary, I don't know what is. I told you guys this yesterday. Let's ban that word from my vocabulary. If we're experiencing hate, it's not hate. Hate is the zenith. There were a lot of other emotions that got us there. We need to understand what those are. And we need to identify them with good emotional literacy. I used my example yesterday of snakes. I hate snakes. It's so easy for me to say that, but I don't hate snakes. They just repel me. They make me nervous. I'm nervous around. I get anxiety. Because I don't know them. Because I have no familiarity. By choice, I've chosen to completely stay away from them and then say, I hate them. We do that with many other things in our life besides snakes. And besides just a human. Oh, I don't hate any human. I venture to say you've said it a few times. I hate so-and-so. I hate such and such. I hate this group. I hate that group. I venture to say you have said that. Give me 5 people that admit it. I don't think you're there today. But have you ever been, oh, I hate such and such a group? Higgs, it's easy. It's not our fault. We were taught that. But thank you, Sandman. Let's be honest with each other. We've said those things. And did that help our heart? It went in, it went out of here and it went right in there and it planted the idea and it bed the idea and it watered and fertilized the idea of hate. Just by using the word. I'm glad you guys admit it. I am. Not because it makes me right, but because it's healing for you. Think of the times you said it, and did you really mean it that way? Probably not. But you're still fertilizing thoughts of hate. Hate crimes are meant to terrorize more than a single person. The goal is to embed fear so deeply in the heart of that community that fear becomes a crushing way of life for everyone who shares the identity. There is no simple way to stop hate. But I do have an answer. How can I stop hating? Don't say the word. Replace the word hate with a different emotion. The underlying emotion. I hate black people. I don't understand the culture. Because I've never lived it. I'd sure like to know more about their culture. I'd like to know. I hate hip hop. I told you guys not too long ago, I hate those boys who walk around with their pants down to their knees and showing their underwear. I hate that guy. Not anymore. But I've driven down the street saying that. I hate that guy. I hate that. I don't understand the culture. I don't understand where it came from. If I grew up and I'm hanging out with them, I'd probably be walking around with my pants off too. How whatever your pants are, the level of your pants, have anything to do with whether I like you, love you, or hate you? How surface, Pops. There's nothing wrong with the kid. He's creative. He lives in a different culture than I do. If he didn't wear his pants like that, he'd be a weirdo. He probably doesn't even want to do it. For all I know. It's like, damn, I wish I could pull my pants up. But my friends would make fun of me. The simplest way to stop hate, go to the underlying emotion. And in that underlying emotion, you can find any one of the 4 agreements will help you out. Impeccable, if you're being impeccable, you never use the word hate in the first place. You don't hate, or you certainly don't say it. It gives room for it. And if you're hating something, you're probably taking it personal. Practice a second agreement. You won't have any reason to hate. The big reason we hate is we make assumptions. Well, he should know better. He should be able to pull his pants up like the rest of us. I'm making a lot of assumptions about him and his lifestyle. And ultimately, if I do my best, I'm not going to hate. I'm going to love. My best is love. Do your best. It doesn't say do your hate. It says do your best. Be filled with goodness and love. I can not hate, but just practicing the 4 agreements. One more paragraph and then I gotta go. It is not clear that there is any magic bullet for curing hate, but any mechanism that helps one understand things from others' point of view, such as love, critical thinking, wisdom, engagement with that target group. Get to know those people that you profess to hate. At least this makes hate less likely. Because it's harder to hate people if you understand that in many respects, they are not at all very different than you. We're all in this mess together. Let's help each other out, not push each other deeper. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. I have a ride or die waiting for me. I hope, I'm hardcore on this right now because there's a bunch of stuff I'm looking around and I'm hating, wanting to hate. The social landscape, the political landscape, the people's financial landscapes, and man, I don't want to be a hater. I don't. I need to teach myself how not to hate. I can practice my way out of that first impulse to hate, just like my first impulse to anger. Both of those I can fight with the 4 agreements. Give me 5 people that are saying, Pops, I have a good ride to the airport. And what is this, Kimberly? Understand what causes you to hate and practice forgiveness. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. My old circle of friends are haters among themselves. One leaves and they talk about him. That's good gossipers. Good gossipers. Pops, peace, love. I will see you guys here tomorrow. I'm sorry about the short show, but we're taking care of friends and trying to defray some costs for them. Okay? See you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the old Paparoo. And let's program our brain to stop using certain words. Replace them with true emotional literacy. Identify the real emotion and use that word. And you're well on your way to a lot clearer thinking and more willingness to love. Okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Pops, peace, love. See you tomorrow.